This particular class we are going to discuss about ellipse and hyperbola. Especially this class I am going to confine it to standard equation of an ellipse. So first of all, you know what is the definition of an ellipse. The locus of a point which moves in such a way SP by PM is equals to E. If the value of E less than 1, then the locus of the point P is an ellipse. So let us say here this is a fixed point S and we have a fixed line here. We are calling that one as a directrix. Now from this point S onto the directrix a line is drawn perpendicularly. Let us say it meets at Z. Okay. So extend this SZ both sides. Let us call that one as an x-axis. This is SZ extension. Now this SZ divides by 2 points A and another point is A dash. A comma A dash are 2 points, divides SZ in the ratio E is to 1. One point dividing internally, the other point divides externally. So that means SA by AZ is equals to E. At the same time SA dash by A dash Z is also equals to E. A divides SZ in the ratio E is to 1 internally, whereas A dash divides SZ in the ratio E is to 1, but it is dividing externally. Now from this information I am considering A dash is equals to, let us say, 2A. A dash is equals to, we are considering it as a 2A, and at the same time for A dash let us take the C as the center or middle point. A dash middle point is CA. Whenever we are taking A dash middle point as AC, then we can say CA is equals to CA dash, that must be equal to A. CA is equal to CA dash, that is equals to A. Now by considering, we are considering this one as an x-axis and consider this C as origin and a line perpendicular to SZ and passing through the midpoint of A dash. Consider this one as y-axis. Now no doubt this C becomes origin, right? So now our target is we have to find out the equation of the directrix and we have to find out the coordinates of the focus. For finding the equation of directrix we required CZ length. If you know CZ length, then I can say the equation of directrix. If you know the length of CS, then we will get the coordinates of the focus. Once we got the coordinates of the focus and the equation of directrix, then we can derive the equation of a ellipse. Okay, now this is the information we got. SA by AZ is equals to E. SA dash by A dash Z is equals to E. Now from this we can write SA is equals to E into AZ. At the same time SA dash is equals to E into A dash Z. So the first point what I am doing is add both. SA plus SA dash is equals to A into AZ plus A dash Z. Right? So these are two addition, SA plus SA dash is equal to E into AZ plus A dash Z. Our target is we have to find out the CS value and we have to find out the CZ value. Yes, that's what I am approaching. Observe the diagram. SA plus SA dash, we can write A dash is equals to E into, just observe, AZ. AZ can be written as CZ minus CA. AZ can be written as CZ minus, because this is C, CZ minus CA. Next, at the same time A dash Z, observe, A dash Z A dash Z can be written as CA dash plus CZ. And now as we know, CA and CA dash both are same. That's why these two cancel. So we are getting E into 2 times CZ. Right? So from this we can write CZ is equals to A by E. CZ is equal to A by E means what we can say? The equation of directrix is, this length we got A by E. So I can say the equation of the directrix as X is equals to A by E is the equation of the directrix. Now I got the equation of directrix. Next I am going to find out the coordinates of the focus. That means S point I am going to find out. For finding S point, what we required? We required the length CS. So subtract both SA dash minus SA is equal to E into A dash Z minus AZ. SA dash minus SA. Okay. E into, observe first, A dash Z minus AZ. A dash Z minus AZ is again nothing but A dash. So that's why it becomes 2A, that one. Now SA dash. SA dash can be written as, check, observe the diagram, SA dash can be written as CA dash plus CS, that is SA dash. CA dash plus CS minus SA can be written as CA minus CS. Now CA dash gets cancelled. We are getting 2 times CS is equals to 2AE. So 2 also gets cancelled. We will get CS is equal to AE. As CS we got, AE means we can say the coordinates of S is equal to AE comma 0. So with the help of this information we got the equation of directrix and then we got the coordinates of the focus. Can anyone say where A comma A dash lie? Definitely according to the definition of an ellipse, yes, A by AZ is equal to E. Yes, A by AZ is equals to E means A lie on ellipse. Yes, A dash by A dash Z is equal to E means A dash also lie on ellipse, because this is the definition of an ellipse. Yes, P by PM. Yes, P by PM is equals to E. Okay, now somewhere I am taking here the point P. Let us take that point P as x1, y1, because that point P x1, y1 locus we are going to find out. So how that point is moving? That point is moving in such a way as P, this is PM. Yes, P by PM is equals to E. Same happening here. Yes, A by AZ. Yes, A by AZ is equals to E. That's why A point lie on ellipse, P point lie on ellipse, A dash also lie on ellipse. This P point locus equation we are going to find out. Where this point P is moving, that we are going to find out. Okay, we got the information. SP is equals to SP by PM is equals to E, right? So from here we can write SP is equals to E into PM. Now can you say from the diagram what is PM? This point is x1, y1. PM is nothing but this total distance is A by E, and this distance is equal to x1, because you see this particular distance is x1. This total distance is A by E and this distance is equal to x1. So PM is equals to E into PM is nothing but from A by E we have to subtract x1. But what about SP, distance between S and P? That is nothing but x1 minus AE whole square plus y1 square under root. So that is SP is equal to E into PM. Now further simplification we can do it. X1 square plus A square E square plus y1 square minus 2x1 ae, a minus b whole square, a square plus b square minus 2ab is equals to, here what happens, a minus x1 into e whole square. Now the simplification, a square plus x1 square into e square minus 2a x1e is equals to x1 square plus a square e square plus y1 square minus 2x1ae. Here minus 2x1ae minus 2ax1ae cancel. Now x1 square into 1 minus e square plus y1 square is equals to a square minus a square e square. So I can write here x1 square into 1 minus e square plus y1 square is equal to a square into 1 minus e square. Divide with a square into 1 minus e square, then what we will get? x1 square divided by a square plus y1 square divided by a square into 1 minus e square must be equal to 1. So that's what we can write locus equation as x square by a square plus y square by b square is equals to 1. So that is the standard equation of an ellipse. Here we got the condition as b square is equal to a square into 1 minus e square. Right? So the standard equation of an ellipse is x square by a square plus y square by b square is equals to 1, where b square is equal to a square into 1 minus e square. Now with the help of the equation of an ellipse, what we got? We are going to draw the diagram for an ellipse. The equation of an ellipse is x square by a square plus y square by b square is equals to 1, where b square is equal to a square into 1 minus e square. Now you know here e value is less than 1. E value is less than 1 means no doubt e square value is less than 1. Okay, so e square value is less than 1 means what we can say from here? 1 minus e square is greater than 0. So that's why from this, because e square value is less than 1, so I can say a value is more than b. In this case, the value of a is more than b. So you can see here 1 minus e square is equal to b square by a square. From this we can write 1 minus b square by a square is equals to e square. Therefore we are getting a square minus b square divided by a square under root. So that is nothing but eccentricity. Eccentricity is equal to root over a square minus b square divided by a square. No doubt a value must be more than b. So x square by a square plus y square by b square is equals to 1 is the standard equation of an ellipse. And we got the information, the value of a is no doubt more than b. So if you observe this equation properly, what about y square by b square? What happens? Y square by b square is equals to 1 minus x square by a square. Therefore we are getting y is equals to plus or minus b by a into root of a square minus x square. So for every value of x, y values one positive value, one negative value. For every value of x, y has two values. One is a positive value, the other one is negative value. That means the graph is symmetric about x-axis. At the same time you can observe, sir, you are saying for every value, that means x value, any value we can give. X value we can give more than a also. If we are giving x value is more than a, under root we are getting negative. So that's why you can check here, a square minus x square must be greater than or equal to 0. that means x square minus a square must be less than or equal to 0. So we can say x plus a into x minus a less than or equals to 0. That's why we can say x value lies between minus a and plus a. X value lies between minus a and plus a. No doubt. This particular point we know a comma 0, and this particular point we know minus a comma 0. So that's why the graph meets the x-axis, because y0 x is equal to plus or minus a. Graph meets the x-axis at a and a dash, and at the same time the graph lies between minus a and plus a only. That means after a there is no ellipse, after minus a also no ellipse. Ellipse lies between minus a and plus a, and at the same time it is symmetric about x-axis. At the same time, when x is equal to 0, we are getting y is equal to plus or minus b. Now somewhere here we can take the point as 0 comma b, and somewhere here we can take the point as 0 comma minus b. So based on that information, I am going to draw the ellipse. This is an ellipse. That is the diagram of an ellipse. So this is the standard equation of an ellipse: x square by a square. Okay, x square by a square plus y square by b square is equals to 1 is the ellipse. Under the condition b square is equal to a square into 1 minus e square, where a greater than b, we got the equation. But now here we are calling C 0 comma 0 origin, that is the center of an ellipse. S point is AE comma 0, and this one is A comma 0, and directrix equation is x is equal to a by e. Immediately you will get an idea. Sir, for this point, yes, definitely there is a reflection will be there here. Let us call that one as S dash, and no doubt that point is reflection. That's why it becomes minus AE comma 0. At the same time, this is the line x is equal to a by e. For that line with respect to x-axis also we will get the reflection here. That reflection is minus a by e. So that's why this is the line x is equal to minus a by e. But what about the significance of these two, sir? Yes, taking this one as a point as focus and this one as a directrix, if you derive the equation, definitely you will get the same equation: x square by a square plus y square by b square is equals to 1. Taking s dash as the focus and this line equation as the directrix, if you construct or if you find out the equation, definitely you will get the same equation: x square by a square plus y square by b square is equal to 1. So what we can say, ellipse has two focus. One focus is AE comma 0, the other focus is minus AE comma 0, and the two directrices x is equal to a by e is one directrix and x is equal to minus a by e is the another directrix. Now here, for the equation of an ellipse, x square by a square plus y square by b square is equals to 1, where b square is equal to a square into 1 minus c square under the condition a greater than b, right? So we got the coordinates of the focus as plus or minus AE comma 0 is the focus, and next the equations of directrices we got x is equal to plus or minus a by e are the equations of directrices. Here we are calling it as a dash. A dash we are calling it as a major axis. A dash we are calling it as the major axis, and the length of the major axis is equals to 2a. A dash we are calling it as a major axis. Now you know this point as 0 comma b and this point as 0 comma minus b. So here b dash is called the minor axis. Minor axis length, that means b dash is equals to 2b, that is minor axis. At the same time, you know about the lattice rectum. What is lattice rectum? A chord. perpendicular to the axis. Major axis is the axis here. Perpendicular to the axis and passing through the focus. So this is called lattice rectum. But what about the length of the lattice rectum? For finding the length of the lattice rectum, we required this length. Let us say this length is equals to lambda. But whenever that length is equals to lambda, can you say the coordinates of this point? Yes, that point is AE comma lambda. That is, we got the coordinates of L here. L point we got. These are the coordinates of P here. So L coordinate we got AE comma lambda. No doubt this point AE comma lambda lie on ellipse. That's why A square E square by A square plus lambda square divided by B square is equals to 1. So this one A square gets cancelled. We are getting lambda square by B square is equals to 1 minus E square. Therefore we are getting lambda is equals to B into root of 1 minus E square. Right? So now in place of root of 1 minus E square, what we can write? B by A. So that's why this becomes B into, in place of root of 1 minus E square we can write B by A. So that is the reason we are getting B square by A. This length we got B square by A. So what can you say about the length of the lattice rectum? Yes, length of the lattice rectum is equals to 2 times B square divided by A. Length of the lattice rectum is equals to 2B square by A. Now just another important point I am going to discuss here. You know SP is equals to E into PM. Now that is E into, earlier also we discussed what is PM. PM is nothing but A by E minus x1. So that simplification we are getting A minus x1 into E, that is SP. But now what about another focus is also there, that we can write like this. This is S dash P, and from this point P onto this directrix a line is drawn perpendicularly. Let us say that is M dash. Now according to this focus and this directrix, what we can write? S dash P, right? S dash P is equal to E into PM dash. Now that is equals to E into, what about the length of PM dash? This length is x1 and this length is A by E. So that's why we can write x1 plus A by E. Now I can write this one as x1 into E plus again A you will get. SP we got this one and S dash P we got this one. So that's why SP plus S dash P is equals to, these two addition we will get 2A. So with the help of this also we can discuss the definition of an ellipse. Sum of the focal distances. This is SP is the focal distance and S dash P is also the focal distances. A point is moving in such a way, this point is moving in such a way, its distance from two fixed points. Sum of these two distances is always constant. So then the locus of the point P is an ellipse. These two points are fixed points. A point is moving in such a way, SP plus S dash P is equals to 2A. Then the locus of P is an ellipse, right? So that is about the standard equation of an ellipse. X square by A square plus Y square by B square is equals to 1 when A greater than B. These are the different points we got under this. Here A comma 0 and minus A comma 0 are called the vertices. This is A dash is the major axis, B dash is the minor axis, and this is the equation of the directrix x is equal to A by E, another directrix x is equal to minus A by E. Coordinates of the focus AE comma 0 minus AE comma 0. Length of the lattice rectum we got 2B square by A. Similarly we can discuss another one also here. So x square by a square plus y square by b square is equals to 1 is the equation of an ellipse. What happens when a less than b? When a is less than b, definitely it has more stretch along y axis. So this is the diagram for an ellipse. X square by a square plus y square by b square is equals to 1 when a less than b, and this focus we can write it as 0 comma be, and another focus here s dash, that is nothing but 0 comma minus be. Yes, here we have one directrix. The equation of the directrix is y is equal to b by e, whereas the equation of this directrix is y is equal to minus b by e. So y is equal to b by e. Earlier we got x is equal to a by e. The equations of directrix is y is equal to b by e and y is equal to minus b by e. But here condition also changes. A square is equal to b square into 1 minus e square. X square by a square plus y square by b square is equal to 1 is the equation of an ellipse when a less than b. A square is equal to b square into 1 minus e square, and the equations of directrix is y is equal to plus or minus b by e, and coordinates of the focus 0 comma plus or minus be. Now here this is a and this is a dash. A dash is called the minor axis, whereas b dash is called the major axis. So this is the vertex. Now this vertex is 0 comma b, and whereas this vertex is equal to 0 comma minus b. For that ellipse, x square by a square plus y square by b square is equal to 1 when a less than b, under the condition a square is equal to b square into 1 minus e square. We got the coordinates of the focus as 0 comma plus or minus be, and equations of directrix is y is equal to plus or minus b by e, and a dash we are calling it as a minor axis. Length of the minor axis is equals to 2b, and b dash we are calling it as a major axis. Length of the major axis is equals to 2a. At the same time, you know the length of the lattice rectum is equals to we'll get 2a square divided by b. And one more point here, we discussed earlier also, sp plus s dash p is equal to, that means sum of the focal distances you will get here as 2b. So these are the points in case of an ellipse. The same type of points in the same type of discussion we can do for hyperbola also. Derivation of hyperbola equation also same type. So we will get here you will get the one focus S and another focus S dash, right? So this is one of the directrix and this is another directrix. So corresponding point is here, this is the point P x1 y1. From that point P x1 y1 onto this directrix. So this is S and this is A. Let us say this one as Z and the center is C and this becomes A dash. Same as earlier. Yes, Z. Focus is this one. Z point is this one. Earlier E value is less than 1. Now the value of E is more than 1. So A comma A dash are 2 points which divides S Z in the ratio E is to 1, one internally, the other one externally. So with the help of the same procedure, we can derive the equation of hyperbola as x square by a square minus y square by b square is equals to 1 under the condition b square is equal to a square into e square minus 1. Because in case of hyperbola, E value is more than 1. That's why x square by a square minus y square by b square is equal to 1, where b square is equal to a square into e square minus 1. Now here, so focus we will get same. AE comma 0 is one focus. The other focus is minus AE comma 0. and equations of directrix is x is equal to a by e, and this equation is x is equal to minus a by e. Center is 0 comma 0. This is one vertex a comma 0. Another vertex is minus a comma 0. So for the equation x square by a square minus y square by b square is equals to 1. The condition is b square is equal to a square into e square minus 1. Coordinates of the focus plus or minus ae comma 0. First case of an ellipse also we got the same coordinates. Next the equations of directrix is x is equal to plus or minus a by e, and the length of the lattice rectum is equals to here also you will get 2b square divided by a. So as we will get this one as L dash. So this end point is L, then this becomes L dash. Length of the lattice rectum we will get 2 times b square by a. Here we are calling a dash. A dash we are calling as transverse axis, not major axis. A dash we are calling it as a transverse axis. Length of the transverse axis length is equals to 2a. Next similarly b dash, just imaginary points. Here this is b 0 comma b, and this as b dash 0 comma minus b, but these points won't appear on the ellipse. So b dash is called the conjugate axis. b dash is called the conjugate axis, and the length of the conjugate axis is equals to 2b. Earlier we discussed sum of the focal distances, but now here difference of the focal distances. This is sp and next one is s dash p. This is the focus corresponding. So from this point p onto this line, this is m dash. So we can derive sp minus s dash p. Difference of the focal distances is equals to 2a. Earlier in case of first case of an ellipse, we got sp minus sp plus s dash p is equal to a. Sum of the focal distances 2a, but here difference of the focal distances is equals to 2a. So that is in case of hyperbola. First case of an ellipse, first case of hyperbola same. Next the second case of hyperbola. Because ellipse second case we can identify based on a greater than b or a less than b. A greater than b means first case of an ellipse. A less than b means second case of an ellipse. But hyperbola, whether it is first case or second case, we can identify with the help of the equation only. X square by a square minus y square by b square is equal to minus 1 is the standard equation, that means conjugate hyperbola. So here the condition is a square is equal to b square into e square minus 1. So now you will get the hyperbola graph like this. This is called a conjugate hyperbola. These are the chord. This focus is 0 comma minus be, and this focus we are getting it as 0 comma be, and the equation of this directrix is y is equal to b by e, and this directrix equation is y is equal to minus b by e. So this is c, and we can say this one as b and this one as b dash, and here one point is there a dash a comma 0. A point is a comma 0 and this one is minus a comma 0. We can say this one as z, and here it is z dash. So that is another form of the parabola, which we will call it as hyperbola. We will call it as conjugate hyperbola. The equation of conjugate hyperbola is x square by a square minus y square by b square is equal to minus 1, where b square is equal to a square into b square into e square minus 1. Now what about the coordinates of the focus? 0 comma plus or minus be, and what about the equations of directrix is y is equal to plus or minus b by e, and the length of the lattice rectum is equal to here 2a square by b, and here we are calling it as a dash as conjugate axis, and the length of the conjugate axis is equals to 2a, and b dash we are calling it as transverse axis. Length of the transverse axis is equals to 2b. At the same time, difference of the focal distances SP minus S dash B. Difference of the focal distances is equals to 2B. Right? So that is the standard equation of an ellipse and standard equation of hyperbola. Next class we are going to discuss applications on this. Okay, bye bye.